been a long time coming for the Southside football team. The Archers had suffered 22 straight losses. But this past Friday, under first-year head coach Andre Goodwell, they got the big win at Concordia, 35-6, earning South SummitCitySports Team of the Week.
It's always great to get the first one. And as a coach, as you know, you have to get the first one before you can look for the second one. So now we have that winning feeling. We know how it feels to win. We played a complete four-quarter football game, I think offensively and defensively. This is the first time we scored double-digit points, and the defense didn't have responsibility for scoring any of the touchdowns. It all kind of came together for us Friday in a game that we weren't really picked in, and they thought that Concordia would score a lot of points because they have been. There was a lot of reason to think that and have that optimism, but again, we stuck to our game plan. Our kids have bought into the systems and the changes that we're making, and it showed on the field what we can do.
It was like we've been working a lot for it, so for us to come out and just win or execute like how we did was pretty big. And coming to this next game, I feel like we should be, you know what I'm saying, because we got that one win, we should be like up, you know. Shouldn't be down how we've been starting. We've been losing so much, we've been down. So for us to get that win is pretty good.
Man, actually it felt pretty good. When I got to the house that night, kind of had like a little party, I'm not gonna lie.
A reason to celebrate indeed. There's been a youth movement at South, and the young guys are all in, starting with freshman Kendrick Alexander, who last year won a city championship for the Miami Indians. The dual-threat quarterback completed 10 of 20 passes for 183 yards with 2 touchdowns. He also ran 8 times for 47 yards, and Coach Goodwell likes what he's seeing.
He's handled himself with the utmost maturity. If you've been in any of our locker rooms or practices, you wouldn't believe that he's a freshman by the way he handles himself. He doesn't get rattled. He doesn't get down when games are going bad. I mean, you know, we've had some tough games and been drugged a few times this year, and he hasn't wavered. He had no quit in him. He continues to lead the bunch and stay steady. And like I said, I'm very proud of him, and I think I got one of the best ones out there.
I was hard on my teammates at practice. That set the standard high from the beginning. I gave big congrats to my O-lineman, giving me time in the pocket. They gave me time to throw the ball, to get us down the field, convert for points. Then our defense stepped up and they made big plays. They gave us the offense the ball back and put up 30-plus points.
Another freshman, Jayvon Irby, led the team with 147 yards rushing on just 14 carries with a touchdown, while senior Dominic Malone rushed in another score.
Our running back room is good, and Jayvon has stepped out as one of our top running backs, along with Brian Eldridge. But Jayvon right now, he's hit a different gear, and he's running at a little bit of a different level, and he's picking up the high school game. You know, he's faced some of the bigger schools, taking some of the hits from the Carrolls and Snyders, and now the game's starting to slow down a little bit for him, and he's improving tremendously.
I was just like, came into this game with a chip on my shoulder. You know, I'm a freshman, so gotta step up to priority, you know what I'm saying? He told me before the game, like, we're gonna need you a lot, and I had to step up, so that's what I had to do. I feel like I was just hot, you know? It just felt good. It was just, I don't know, it just felt good.
Defensively, the Archers forced 7 turnovers, with 5 interceptions and 2 fumble recoveries, led by sophomore JT Timberlake Johnson, who had a huge game for South.
Oh my gosh, yes, Jarius Timberlake Johnson, he had a great game. Ended up having 3 interceptions and a fumble recovery in the game Friday night. He was also responsible for an interception and a sack, forced fumble and recovery against Marion. He's been having a tremendous game. That was the first game we started him at safety, and it paid off. He sat over top of Avery Cook, and we had Cadell Wallace sitting in front of him, try to control him, and we were able to do that.
Honestly, I just came out, had my work, it just clicked. Southside and Concordia both came into this game 0-5, and we were just more hungry. And I was just hungry to like get the dub, so I just went on defense, got 3 picks, fumble recovery. I was just, you know, in that mood.
The Archers have endured a lot this season, having played Carroll and Snyder in back-to-back weeks. And now it's time for South to build on its first dub of the season, with 3 weeks left to play until they enter Sectional 19, an extremely tough sectional. They'll need to rely on the strength of their team.
I just say our defensive front. Our defense has been stepping up, and our defense has been holding tight all year. And our defensive unit is what's going to carry us through. And if we have any type of chance in sectionals, which is probably one of the hardest sectionals in 4A around here, is going to be from our defense. We're going to have to keep people from scoring and give our offensive time to continue to grow.
Carroll, they was one of the top in their division, so I was just trying to take as much as I can from them, learn as much, just playing my game. Snyder, I tried to go out there and put points on the board. I didn't care what the name was or nothing. I just tried to do me, try to get some points for the team.
Man, those were some hard weeks, but he was pushing us to make sure we're like prepared to go out there and like get the wins. But it's unfortunate we lost those, but we bounced back. I just see a whole lot of progress from them because these guys are younger than me. I'm 15, they're 14. Just really our lower classmen just putting in work every day out here on the field, just getting better every day.
And the growth picks back up this Friday in the longest-lasting rivalry in the city, the battle for the totem pole versus Northside, a series that dates back to 1927, a game Southside hasn't won since 2017.
This always could be an upset anytime, you know what I'm saying? They do got a lot of good players, you know. Don't matter, but we can just come out and play, execute like how we did against Concordia. We'd be great. We'd be fine.
I've just been preaching to our guys since Friday night after the victory. We have to stay humble, but remain hungry at all times. And this game will just be, it'll bring all that out because of a lot of the kids know each other because of the tradition of the totem pole game. This being my first one, I'm very excited for it and for the boys and wanting to bring that trophy back to South. But it's going to take a team effort again. 4 full quarters of football. We're going to be facing a very good athletic football team. And we know what we have facing here at home on senior night. So it'd just be a blessing to get it done. And that's our plan.
We don't care about the rankings, the names, the team. We want the totem pole. We want to come out 100% every play, every snap, beat them 4 quarters, no trash talking, disciplined football.
And we're just mentally locked in, trying to come out here and get the totem pole back because we ain't had it in like 6 years, I believe. So yeah, we're trying to break that chain and just become like a new Southside, make a new wave.
For Summit City Sports, I'm Jeff Mahoney.
I'm a Southside Orange.
I'm a Southside Orange.
I choose the word colors.
I choose wearing colors.
Or with honor.
Or with honor.
Or with pride.
Or with pride.
And or with dignity.
Or with dignity.
Or I choose not to wear them.
Or I choose not to wear them.
South on 3, 6, 1, 2, 3.
South.
4, 5, 6.
Family.
Masters Heating and Cooling presents today's Football Team of the Week. Make Masters your only call for all your heating and cooling needs because Masters gets there faster. Call 866-824-HEAT or log on to mastersheatcool.com when you need them.